So the Switch 2 has been out for a couple of months and I still haven't got one myself. And I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of a discussion video to figure out when am I actually going to be getting one. You might be similar, you know, if you've gotten one yet or not and when you think you'll get one. So I thought it'd be like a bit of a fun discussion and actually figure it out what my thoughts on it is. So yeah, I didn't actually get the Nintendo Switch originally for about, I want to say like a bit over 2 years when it came out. Because the main thing, obviously I'm a big Zelda fan, as you can see here and probably notice on the channel. And I had the Wii U, obviously, so I just got Breath of the Wild on that when it first came out. A very different time for gaming for myself and a bit of a different era of me. And yeah, I had no real desire to get the Switch just because I didn't have much money at the time. I was fresh out of high school and yeah, I had a blast with the game, and I didn't really, at the time I didn't really notice any frame rate issues or didn't really care too much about the resolution or like anything like that. I just had a blast with the game, and that's one of the most fun times I've had playing a game for the first time. Was my first time playing Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. So I was a lot less picky of a gamer back then, like with like issues and specifics and stuff like that. And yeah, then flash forward to when I'd first moved out. I got the Switch, and I think it was start of 2020 or end of 2019. And that's when I just got, like, you know, the Smash Bros. Ultimate and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff like that, just the generic sort of games that you'd sort of get. And those games are fun and everything, but I never really played them too much. Then later on, obviously, like, they started to release more Zelda games and Zelda remakes, like Link's Awakening and Skyward Sword HD, stuff like that. So obviously I wanted to get those. That's literally a majority of the games that I do have on the Switch is Zelda stuff. And pretty much all the Nintendo consoles that I have, really. But yeah, so I'm just like, what's going to actually inspire me to get the Switch 2? Because the Switch 2, there's nothing really compelling me to get it right now. Mario Kart World looks really cool, but I'm like, again, I'm not like a die-hard Mario Kart fan. But I'm like, yeah, it looks fun. The new Donkey Kong game, again, I've heard great things about it, but I'm not too much of a Donkey Kong person. And everything I've seen, I'm like, it's just not compelling me or drawing me in. The nearest game that is compelling me is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It does look really cool, but again, it's not a full-on Zelda game. It is just a Hyrule Warriors game. It does look really cool, and I'm looking forward to it, because I actually really liked Age of Calamity. More than most people, I'd probably say, based on the buzz that I've heard online. But it doesn't really compare to like a full-on Zelda game, obviously. And the Switch 2 upgrades as well, I'm like, the 4K 60 FPS and all that, I'm like, that's great to see, and like I'm happy that's there, and yeah, that probably will you know, be more of a reason to replay like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and all that. But paying, you know, over 400 bucks, I'm Australian, so it's in Australian price. I think it's like 450 or nearly 500, like around there. And I'm like, I am not paying that to just have a slightly more crisp and higher frame rate of a game, you know? And yeah, so that's not really doing it for me. And also as well, it's a slight downgrade in a sense, because the screen, like I don't play handheld too often. But when I got my Switch here, which is the Tears of the Kingdom like Special Edition one, the OLED, it's an OLED screen, so it looks a bit more, it just looks better, putting it simply. And they don't have an OLED screen for the new Switch, the Switch 2. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's because obviously they're going to do like an OLED version probably in a couple of years. And I'm like, I don't want to wait a couple of years. Like, I know that's going to be a superior version. Like, they're probably going to do the same thing. Like, when they're probably going to release a Zelda game close to the Zelda movie, and they'll do like a special edition, and you know, because they want to, you know, go with the hype of the movie and everything. And I don't want to wait that long, because that's like, I think, just under 2 years away. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to wait that long for a Switch 2, but Age of Imprisonment. I think it's coming out in November. I don't know if there's an actual release date yet. I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure it's coming out. November seems to be a sort of accurate time, or early December. And I'm like, do I really want to sink that much money into it? Because also the Switch 2 games are also, you know, bumped up in price now because they take a bit more effort and whatever. And I'm very conflicted because I don't want like spoilers for the game, because I do care enough about the Hyrule Warriors one. But do I want to sink that much into it? So at the moment, I'm like earliest gonna get it at the end of the year, when Hyrule Warriors comes out. But what's really going to compel me is like a full-on Zelda remake or just a brand new Zelda game, obviously. And again, that will likely more so be around when the movie comes out. I would love a full-on Ocarina of Time HD like remake. I would love that. It's my favorite game of all time. And that's another thing too. But also like a brand new Zelda game would obviously be awesome. But I'm curious to see what the next brand new Zelda game is going to be. I'm so curious to see how similar it is to Breath of the Wild versus like just any other Zelda game. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I have no idea when I'm going to be getting a Switch 2. And I'm also not too impressed with a bunch of like the upgrades. Like what I really liked about the 3DS specifically, for instance, there's a lot of character because you can customize like the HUD menu, like when you're selecting all your games and all that, and there's like a musical theme that plays and all that. And you look at the Switch and it's just a very bland, basic sort of menu screen, not much flavor to it. And I don't believe it's any different for the Switch 2. And also they didn't really upgrade the Nintendo Switch Online membership sort of situation. And how I mean by that is like, there's so many simple, easy things they could have done to like evolve that experience. Like they added GameCube, I believe, to the Switch 2. I don't believe it's on the regular Switch. I think it's just a Switch 2 with like Wind Waker. They added that to it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all. But they still have the thing where it has like the gray, like weird border things on the side of the screen. There's nothing to toggle that off. There's nothing to sort of make it like full screen if you wanted that option. Like I think small things like that would have really gone a long way, considering they more than have the budget and time to do stuff like that. So I don't know, like stuff like that also doesn't help. I'm also not huge on the packaging of how the Nintendo Switch 2 cases look. Just not really vibing with it too much, especially the Switch 2 versions. Like if you look at the ones for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, there's like a massive paragraph at the bottom of the front cover of it, and I'm like, that looks disgusting. So in terms of like a physical sense as well, I'm not too drawn to how the cases look. So it's unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it is. But yeah, so honestly, also comparing it to the PS5, that's the main console that I play on. I don't play games too often. I also just do a lot of PC gaming. But the Switch, I'm like, I barely play it. It's literally just when a new Zelda game comes out. That's the main time I like sink a lot of hours into it. And that's kind of really it. I'll play a couple of multiplayer things here and there, but again, most of my multiplayer stuff is online with friends. So on my PC. So I'm like, I don't know. It's very conflicting. Like I understand it's like just a bit of a better sort of Nintendo Switch, but even then, a couple of sort of small downgrades, like with the portable screen. So I don't know. Like what would have really made me buy the Switch is if it had an OLED screen, it was a bit of a better price, and they had a better game selection at launch, obviously. And I don't know, like it had a better selection for like the GameCube thing. And again, like if they had Twilight Princess on there as well, that'd be awesome. But again, the remakes for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess especially, that's been rumored for like so long now, and we still have nothing, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the Wii U was underrated, honestly, though, because a bunch of those games, it's like you technically have two screens because you have the gamepad whilst the TV is on. So I don't know how they'll sort of translate those HD remakes. But either way, that's sort of my thoughts. So earliest I'll get it at the end of the year when Age of Calamity comes out, because I don't believe they're going to do a regular Nintendo Switch version. If they do that, I'll probably get it. But if not, I might have to bite the bullet. But I reckon when I most likely will, or like 100% definite, would be when they do like a special edition of the console with a new Zelda game. That'd be awesome, just because big collector of that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know if you already have a Switch 2, when you're gonna get one, if you're gonna get one, and yeah, thanks for watching.